I really enjoyed just getting away from everything, from everybody for a few days. The dogs seemed to like it. I was able to let them off the leash. They didn't run off too far, and if they did, they came back when I called. So it was a good experience for them and for me. I hope to keep this journey going. There's some, like I've said before, a couple of issues I have to deal with, primarily health related, but I do look forward to kind of getting inland, maybe some drier terrain, drier environment, a little warmer. I think that little break there, going into the wild for a while, just kind of helped me. So I was starting to get pretty depressed, and with all the rain especially. Still have not stayed I think I've been in Washington for about 5 or 6 days now. I have not stayed in a state or county or national campground. I did stay 2 nights at a private campground, Arctic RV. But other than that, it's been stealth camping, and who knows, might be able to make it through the entire state without staying in a campground. Of course, it's been like three days, I think, since I've had a shower, but nobody's complaining. Dogs don't seem to mind. And handy wipes come in handy. Still riding on that bald tire. I gotta find a bike shop, maybe in Port Angeles, hopefully. If not, we're gonna have to ride it all the way to Seattle, or someplace that has a bike shop that sells 20-inch tires. I think Walmart might sell 20-inch tires. Probably not the quality as what I've got on now, but it would have to do if it comes to it. That squeaking noise, if you can hear it, is the hinge where the trailer hooks up to the Trike. I'm not sure if it's just from being wet, because it is a rubber part, or what might be the case. According to my GPS, I'm at 1,371 feet. So, I guess 3 days ago, even though it didn't feel like it, we were doing a lot of climbing. Just kind of up and then down a little bit, then up higher and then down a little bit. I don't know if we'll go back. I'm assuming we'll go back down to sea level when we get near Port Angeles or Seattle. Okay, Twinkie. No, you stay in there. I've got the front of their little tent open. Hoping to let more air in there, let it help dry out. And just so they can look around better. But when I did it earlier, when we just started out on this ride this morning, I heard a noise in the back, and I was stopping anyway to take a picture. And right when I stopped and looked down, Twinkie was on the ground, sort of being dragged, I think, and being running along as fast as she could. So I'm hoping she learned her lesson not to jump out of there while we're moving. She seems okay, didn't hurt anything. So we're doing some backtracking. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. Probably went 10-15 miles out of our way. Could have spent another night here in the woods, forest. Although I think I've only got a can of soup and a couple ramen noodles, which would have been enough for us for a night. But we need to get back to the 101. This is the Soul Dock River, I think it's called. And we're riding on what's called 2918. I guess that's the road number. Heading kind of back towards the way we came. Trying to figure out how to get back to the 101. I just had a bad feeling, you know, we keep going, and according to the GPS, I think we hit the 10-mile mark that we were supposed to for that trail that said it was supposed to go back to the 101, and I can hear what I think is the 101 right off to my right, but just figuring out where the I think I made when we left that logging area, I should have gone the other direction instead of making should have made a left turn instead of a right, I guess. So I'm just heading back, and there's a road right there. Twinkie's not happy. So we'll just keep on going, figure this out. Okay, there is the trail we came off of earlier today. We went that way. I believe we should have gone that way. That, I think, will take us back to the 101. So clouds are getting a little grayer and darker, getting a little cooler. But we're going to get back to the 101, and then if we have to, find a spot to just pull over and cover up if it starts raining. Otherwise, I'm just going to push on to try to get to Port Angeles. A little rough here. Let's see if we can cut over. Okay, so we took the wrong turn. would have been just a couple minutes to the 101 had I made the right turn, but I didn't, and we ended up taking an hour or two out of on a detour. We were back over in that section at the base of that clear cut area, somewhere inside there, camping for the last 2 nights. So it kind of shows how easy it is to get disoriented, and luckily I didn't keep going and used the GPS, the Garmin, to figure out where we are. It is getting a little grayer and darker, so I'm going to try to cover some stuff up and keep from getting too wet and keep making our way to Port Angeles.